Okay, so what do you think about Keeping It Real Network?
I think it's a good network, especially Keeping It Real talk show. Let's turn to it.
Hi, I'm Timothy Williams. I'm your host for Keeping It Real Talk Show. And today's guest is Shad Styles with New Mind Music Group. I need you to get on the phone, call your loved ones, and let them know, hey, Keeping It Real Talk Show is on. And guess what? You're in for a treat, and we'll be right back.
Whoa, yo. Just want you to be inspired. Check it out. Yeah, 3 a.m. and Elba and I'm still grinding. Good times, homie, good vibes only. Yeah, you can make your comments, but I'm still shining. It's my time, homie, good vibes only. Yeah, I'm running the race, no turning back, steady pace, whatever it takes. Constantly seeking his face, the only attorney in my case. Offer free grace, yeah, it's Jesus I chase. Knowing the devil retrace my past mistakes and the grace. His love is never replaced. Go where to get you a taste. Got a clear conscience. What was some things, let's be honest. Still remain blameless and be modest. Sometimes it's back to basics, novice. But he promised never to go solo. No more that overflow. H2O made in God's image. Check the photo. Your past frozen, gotta let go. Yeah, the sky the limit. Better get it, brother.
How you doing today, Shad?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing great, doing
Awesome.
great. Glad to have you on the set on today. And you know, I always tell people we keep it 100 on the Keeping It Real Talk Show.
I like that.
And you know, and hey, so people can really feel us, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're genuine, people can, you know, they can really pick up on that, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man, I'm just a nerdy kid from Elba, Alabama. Raised, graduated from Elba High 2007, best in EHS. I don't care what y'all say. I'm just joking, everybody, just joking.
Right.
Oh yes, I'm blessed to finally be on the Keeping It Real Network, man, and I can't wait to get into it, man.
Definitely, definitely. You know, I notice here that your research, your project is called Social Experiment. Can you elaborate on that a little bit with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pretty much from my perspective, Social Experiment is pretty much like a play, but in public, pretty much. Like it's definitely you want to get a reaction. It's basically touches on a reaction. Like for instance, like for example, whenever you see a couple like in an argument or whatever, how would you react to that? Or someone being homeless or someone in a certain situation, how do you react to that? So how hip hop is right now, of how rap is right now, it has that reputation of being negative. It has, you know, the violence, it has the drugs, it has, you know, the club life and everything.
Right.
So what would everyone's reaction be if I added faith, hope, and love to hip hop?
Wow.
And that's my social experiment.
Oh man, wow. So tell me, what caused you or led you to get into rapping? Awesome.
So it started in the year 2000 pretty much, and I wasn't even the same person that I was today. I started off secular. I started to talk about the same things, you know, that the stereotypical rapper would rap about: the violence, the drugs, and the club life. But at the same time, I mean, I've grown with people along my way. And first off, I would definitely like to shout out to my best friend, presidential president. You need to look out for him. He is making waves. He is making waves on Elba right now. I've started off with him, and he's supported me all throughout this journey. He supported me then. He supported me now. I just want to definitely give a shout out to him as well.
Right.
But yes, definitely it started off in that manner. And also, whenever I was through the years of me doing that hip hop, it was also a getaway because I've been bullied before, and also I was in depressive states. So instead of me taking my actions, instead of me acting out or joining a gang or whatever, I would use hip hop as a getaway,
Right.
as to get away from all of the stuff that I've been going through, basically. And as days go by, as I was thinking to myself, how can I get my music to the masses? How can I let everyone hear it? Because whenever you hear rapping with a whole bunch of cussing on it, you know, people start bleeping stuff out and everything. So I don't want my whole album to be bleeped out.
Right.
So,
right.
So instead, I made that decision to stop cussing, because I was dealing with that as well. And then as my life go by, a best friend of mine, Mike Hall, he recently, you know, he got saved, and he came up and he told me, he shared his testimony with me. And at first I was like, okay, this ain't the same Mike Hall that I knew back then.
Right.
But I can see that change was definitely powerful within him.
Definitely.
And so he invited me to church. And so whenever he told me what church it was, I'm not gonna name it, but whenever he told me what church it was, I got a little weary. I'm not gonna lie. And this is what we need to definitely touch on. I don't like a church to be dubbed a black, white, or Korean church. I definitely hate that. That's segregation all over.
That's it.
We need to cut that out.
Right.
I have not seen a church yet that had like colored, white, Latin only church.
Right.
That's exactly pretty much what we're doing.
Definitely.
So we need to kill all of that.
That's right.
That's why I don't dub anything dubbing color. And as I see a church, whenever I see a church is a church for the broken and it's open to everybody.
That's it.
No matter where you're at.
Right.
So
that's right.
I went to his church, but I had that mindset. It's like, I'm not gonna fit in, and these folks are gonna run me out of here. But whenever I went in and everything, these people haven't seen me a day in my life, and they treated me like I've been there for 5 years.
Right, the love.
So it's that acceptance.
That's it.
You know, it's that love and acceptance.
Right.
I've never felt like that before. And whenever I heard, it was a guest speaker at that time. I can't quite remember what his name was, but it was weird because he was actually touching on unity.
Right.
And so after that, I mean, hey, I started liking it. I started going to services, and September 14th, 2008, that's when I finally said yes. I finally gave my life over to the Lord.
Wow.
And this is another thing that's weird. I thought I had to quit rapping because I mean, at that time, I didn't know. I thought it was gonna be frowned upon. I thought I can't even rap the same way anymore. I got to give it up. And then he introduced me to a thing called Christian rap, and I'm like, I've never heard of that neither. So when I first heard my first Christian rap album and everything, I was pumped.
Right.
So it's amazing how God has shaped and definitely molded me throughout those times, man. And I've had an incredible journey, and I've also had a chance to actually go out and do ministry amongst that G412. Never forget that, man.
I remember that. Yeah,
I loved it. We've shared so much. We've grown so much. And also, as I was going throughout our journey with G412, we actually met up with this group called New Mind. Shout out to New Mind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's amazing that throughout the years later on down the road that I would actually become a member of New Mind. Shout out to Seagull, Savory, First Man. Love y'all. Love y'all. But it's amazing, man. It's
Definitely. You touched on something. You talked about bullying.
Yes.
You know, that is something that we're dealing with in America today. Kids are taking their lives. Once again, let me pause there. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Enabling success. Taking businesses to new heights. Prime 9 Consulting. Have you identified your unique business needs? Grant writing, proposal writing, SWOT analysis, program development, staff development, management training. At Prime 9, we understand that businesses are unique organisms. Our goal is to help your business maximize its solutions. Prime 9 Consulting, leading you to success.
Hi, we're the William Girls, and you're tuned into the right network. Don't change your channel.
And we're back. We're gonna deal with bullying. You know, you said something that really captivated me and it really touched me, because I see, you know, a lot of young kids, you know, in today's time, they're dealing with bullying, and they're not really dealing with it. They're taking their own lives. And you said something that you reverted to rapping. You know what I'm saying? Can you elaborate on that a little bit about, you know, what you went through or dealt with bullying?
Yeah, as I said, during my time at Elba Elementary School, man, I was bullied. I was called names. You know, I had the big frames on my face. You know,
right.
I was unfamiliar. Like I said, I'm a nerdy kid from Elba, Alabama.
Right.
But you know, we touch a lot. Even today, we touch a lot on gun control.
Right.
But let's go back to the root of the problem. We need to worry about tongue control, because that's the most powerful weapon.
That's it. That's
more powerful than a gun, you know. It starts with your words. It starts with your mouth.
That's right.
So whenever you call, you know, you call somebody a name, or you spread a false rumor about them, that's gonna hit home.
That's
right.
You
know, and you know, and bullying it definitely has different reactions towards people. You know, whether they act out, whether they go yes.
Pretty much, they just go off, you know what I'm saying, do things that they wouldn't normally do. You know, while you were saying that, I thought about an incident just happened. Like a couple weeks ago, a young girl went home and took her life because she was being bullied. Wasn't accepted. Kids were picking at her.
That's sad.
And she went and she couldn't talk to nobody. But you know, sometimes, and you may have some young kids at home. We need y'all to tune into this, because this is powerful here. Because young folks, you don't have to take your life. You need to open up. You need to talk to somebody. You need to go and tell somebody, hey, this is bothering me. You know what I'm saying? And bullying is real. I mean, it's a thing now, because when you look at it on the news, you see, and I'm not trying to go there, but I got to go there to make a point, because our president is doing it, you know, nationwide. He's bullying people, and you know, how can we deal with bullying when our president, the key person over the United States of America, over the whole world here, of the United States rather, you know, is doing it? How can we get the message out that bullying is wrong? You know what I'm saying? And when our kids tune into the television set, they see these things happening, you know, with our president, you know what I'm saying? And it's not cool, you know what I'm saying?
It's never been cool.
Right.
People think that bullying is like, it's definitely gonna put a name out to yourself. It's only making you out to be, you know, villainous. Right. And especially with people that's been bullied all their lives, like I said, there's different reactions towards bullying. Either they go off in recluse, or they go off and act out in retaliation. Right. And that's another thing with all these school shootings going on. There's probably people been bullied, and then they react like, okay, I'm gonna put you on this hit list. Or people, they just go off and their only getaway is, you know, downing a bunch of pills and, you know, and also killing themselves. And I mean, definitely rest in peace to the family of the person who committed suicide. Like that's very sad to hear. It don't matter if I knew that person or not. It's a sad thing.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely, if you're being bullied right now, you know, just definitely reach out to someone, whether it's your parent, your guardian, teacher, your pastor, whoever. Call me. Call me. Shad Styles. Look it up on Facebook. You know, you don't have to tell me, you know, give me a lifetime story. Just say, hey, I'm being bullied. I've been called this and that. I will definitely make time out and I will talk to you.
That's right.
I know exactly what you're going through.
Definitely. Most important, young folks, is adults too being bullied, you know. Reach out, open up, tell somebody. It's very important that you open up your mouth and tell somebody. Don't hold it in, you know what I'm saying? Because that can harm you by just holding that stuff in and trying to deal with it yourself. We just want to encourage you, and you know, and what really stuck out to me is that you instead of turning to something else, you turn to rapping.
Yes.
And you know, and why was it so that you turned to rapping? Is it that you wanted to just get it out through rapping? What was going on with you, or, you know, talk to me.
That and my parents put the fear of God in me.
No, that's it, man.
I was raised old school.
Right.
Like anything from a bad grade, I would face repercussions when I come home. So that's I'm definitely not going into that. So
right.
But rapping was still my gateway of letting things out. And also, I'm just going to expose myself on this. I'm going to keep it very 100 with you. I was a fairy tale rapper. I would say I have a Corvette. I had a Lamborghini. I would go in and I would shoot everybody. I've never been to ISS in my life. I've never owned none of those cars. Man, I've been lived in projects and all that. And I'm talking about living in all these mansions, talking about this, that, and the third. But you know, but hey, that's definitely how, you know, that's how the industry, they put it in your head. That sells. Right. So that's what you got to talk about. Right. instead of just being real and being like hip hop back then, when they was talking about their life struggles, when they was saying, hey, I'm going through this, living off of welfare. I've been eating bologna sandwiches for like a week. I'm going through it, but guess what? I'm still gonna make it. Right. And that's what I like. I like those rags to riches stories. Right. Just saying, hey, I know how you feel. And that sets an example for people that's been through it as well. Like, hey, I've been eating the ramen noodles every day. I've been eating the bologna sandwiches, been having these off-name brand shoes, which there's nothing wrong with it. Right, that's right. Hey, Definitely. There's a testimony in everything. Right, that's right. Been there, you know what I'm saying? Yes. You know, and you could just, man, and you appreciate it, you know? Yes. I'll never forget coming up, my mom, she didn't go out there to buy us a brand new vehicle, but she went and got us a used vehicle, and she says, I want to see how you're going to manage that, how you're going to take care of that vehicle. And a lot of times, you know, when people buy their kids vehicles, sometimes because they haven't worked for it, they would dog it out, you know what I'm saying? But she taught us the value. Right. You know what I'm saying? And she instilled that in us. So don't change the channel. We're going to be right back.
It's seven son of king, but there is no other. 3 a.m. and ever, and I'm still grinding. Good times, homie. Good vibes, only. Yeah, you can make your comments, but I'm still shining. It's my time, homie. Good vibes, only. Yeah, 3 a.m. and ever, and I'm still grinding. Good times, homie. Good vibes, only. Yeah, you can make your comments, but I'm still shining. It's my time, homie. Good vibes, only. If he unashamed, better let him know. Never had you glow. Let your faith grow. If he unashamed, better let him know. Never had to go. Let your faith grow. No time to rewind, gotta move forward and shine. Your life on the line, through these last day times. Keep your eyes on the signs. Sometimes my face still gotta face fears. Never let the conquer your grind. Gotta switch gears, cause it's my year, yeah, let them know what's time. Make it stun, face some knockdowns, you'll never catch that creep to cry. I'm the light in my hometown, let me tell you about the boss. How we died to pay the cost, how we died to save the lost. Left his blood on the cross, now catch that like Randy Moss. Ha! We the light of the world.
And we're back. Once again, our guest is Shad Styles, you know, with New Mind Music Group. So Shad, excuse me, I don't know why I'm calling you Shad, but Shad, tell me, what are your plans, you know, with your rapping career? What are your plans?
Yes, whether I get signed or whether I keep doing it independently, I just want to inspire people. Right. I just want to encourage people, you know. Never give up. Always pursue what you're going for. That is my main mission. Right. Whether I get a $2-4 million deal or I just keep doing what I do, it doesn't matter. My only mission is to reach souls, you know, change lives, and to show people it's more to it in life, right? You know, than drugs, than gangs, or just settling. You know,
Right.
I want to inspire. I want to encourage people. You know, be different.
That's it. That's
Be
it.
different. You don't have
That's
to.
it. That's
I've
it.
suffered that before, to where I would do so many things just to fit in.
Fit in. Wow.
And it ended up hurting people.
Right.
And it ended up hurting myself.
Right.
So definitely, I always say I vibe different.
Right.
You know, I'm glad. And shout out to my fam, Vibe King as well. He's over my production with this whole project of Social Experiment. Words cannot explain how grateful I am to actually have a person in my life that values, and we it's all about vibes. Is what you seen in Good Vibes Only. That's actually a testament to encourage and inspire people, and there's a good story behind Good Vibes Only.
Right.
And shout out to Jackson Russ Productions. Man, they did an amazing job. Also look out for them as well. They're doing amazing. They're all over Florida. They're all over Georgia. It's about to spread out. Shout out to Jackson Russ for actually helping me with that. But behind it is like you've seen it as well. We grew up in around the Heights, around Mulberry Heights.
Right.
And you know, there's days where we can go to the park. And everybody's there. There's baseball games, you know, there's play basketball. Everybody's just hanging out. Everybody's having a good time. Nowadays, you go around, it's like a ghost town. Yeah. Because there's a bunch of shootings and all of that happening. So I wanted to remind people of what Elba is like. Right. You know, of how to feel, to have a great time, especially around the park. You know, whether it's young people, you know, whether it's seniors, everybody can go out, and you know, grill out, play baseball, or do whatever instead of worrying about a gunshot heard every day and every night.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
And I also wanted to change the fact, because you know, there's different places, there's different cities that have that have some bad names set, like Chicago, Chirac.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know,
that's right.
This ain't it. Elba is not it.
Right.
Whenever you cross Elba city limits, Good Vibes Only.
That's it. That's it.
That's the mission.
That's it.
That's been my mission.
Definitely. You know, Shad, I remember those days, you know, when you talked about here in Mulberry Heights, you know, born and raised, and people need to know, hey, you know, we didn't just come from the nice homes, the luxury homes or whatever, but you know, it was a climb up, you know, and we didn't just talk about it, but we was about it, you know what I'm saying? Right. And in order for things to happen, you got to be about it, you know, and that's what I like about you. You never gave up, you never stopped. I remember, you know, we would have events in OP, and you know, when I was down in OP pastoring, and we would call you all, and y'all would come, and you could see the people, and they would come from all over, and they would pack the place out, and man, y'all would just bring the house down, you know what I'm saying, with your rapping, and it just gave people hope, you know what I'm saying, that hey, we can be whatever we want to be, you know, we can be that doctor, we can be that lawyer, but we have to stick with it, you know what I'm saying, and work with it and work toward it. Just because you've given a bad hand does not mean it's over with, you know what I'm saying, and that's what I like about you, man. You kept climbing, you kept pushing at it, you know what I'm saying, and you know, that means a lot, you know, and somebody out there and you know, in TV land needed to hear your testimony, need to see, hey, Shad didn't give up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't quit, even though things got rough. You know what I'm saying? You might not got that promotion or somebody to sow into you, but you kept pushing until that door opened, man. I want to commend you for that. You know what I'm saying?
It's all that's all God, man.
Right. That's right.
That's all God.
Right.
I'm just the mouthpiece.
That's it.
He's the real artist over here.
Right.
So
definitely.
It's a blessing.
Oh yeah, yes it is, man. Yes it is. And you know, and I remember those days, like I said earlier here, you know, used to do community work in Elba and saw a lot of those things, but you really brought it to light with your video, and you showed some things, and I'll never forget, I saw a clip in there where you went to the old Mulberry where I used to run the Elba Youth Training Center. And I saw the Y in there, and I was like, wow, you know, it really brings back memories, man. So there's a young person out there. They need encouraging word. They done sat and they done heard your testimony. They heard about, you know, things you've been through, you know what I'm saying, and how you overcame it. What can you tell them, you know?
I always made this a hashtag on my Facebook. Never lose focus. no matter if you're going to school, no matter if you're even pursuing rap itself, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of talent around here. There's a lot of talent everywhere. No matter if you just started off with a karaoke machine like I did, never lose focus, because you're gonna go from rapping off of a simple karaoke machine to an actual studio, and you're going to touch somebody, you're going to reach somebody, and you're going to inspire somebody. You know, you don't have to go out and be the next LeBron James or the next Lil Wayne. Be only you. Be that person to inspire others, and to definitely set waves, or, you know, to open doors to the next generation. Never lose focus.
Wow, never lose focus. A social experiment, you know, and that's what you're doing, and I commend you for doing that, you know, touching lives, you know, with faith, hope, you know what I'm saying, and that's the key right there. I want to encourage your hearts. Shad, I want you to tell them, where can they go to get your music?
Yes, sir. Social Experiment will be dropping in October. As far as we know, it's gonna be on iTunes. It's gonna be on Spotify as well, and it'll also be on CD as well, and also YouTube. So I will be updating you along the way as we get into it. But shout out to the Vibe King over the production.
Definitely. Once again, man, we'd like to say thank you for coming and sharing your testimony, and, you know, sharing, you know, your work as well, you know, as your video, touching lives. And
right.
I want to commend you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, and, you know, God has greater in store for you.
Oh yes.
Definitely. Once again, we would like to say thank you for tuning in to Keeping It Real Talk Show, and we'll see you next week at the same time. Be blessed is our prayer.
GB up.
No time to rewind, gotta move forward and shine. Your life on the line, through these last day times. Keep your eyes on the signs. Sometimes my face still gotta face fears. Never let the conquer your grind. Gotta switch gears, cause my yeah, let them know what's time. Make it stun, face some knockdowns. You'll never catch that coup de grace. I'm the light in my hometown, let me tell you about the boss. How we died to pay the cost, how we died to save the lost. Left his blood on the cross, now catch that like Randy Moss. Ha! We the light of the world, let them see it, brother. Everybody seeking space, all it takes is prayer. Yeah. 3 a.m. and Elba, and I'm still grinding. Good times, homie, good vibes, only. Yeah, you can make your comments, but I'm still shining. It's my time, homie, good vibes, only. Yeah, 3 a.m. and Elba, and I'm still grinding. Good times, homie, good vibes, only. Yeah, you can make your comments, but I'm still shining. It's my time, homie, good vibes only. If you're ashamed, better let them know. Never hide your glow, let your faith grow. If you're ashamed, better let them know. Never hide your glow, let your faith grow.
Okay, so what do you think about Keeping It Real Network?
I think it's a good network, especially Keeping It Real Talk Show. Let's turn to it.